100 days, time to reflect. The summary is the first 50 days were okay. The subsequent 50 days were really good. They were insanely, especially the past 30 days, I would say, because I got COVID around day 55 or something like that. So in 100 days, did I miss any days? Yes. I missed a single day. Let me put this down in case the mic is having. I missed a single day. I went to Nintendo World. I got up at like 5 a.m. I was insanely tired, and then we walked around a ton. And afterwards, I just knocked out. I can say on every single 100 of these days, I did what I was supposed to do, what I intended to do, and what I expected of myself, which is great. So recap, days like 1 through 30 were probably about getting in the groove. And then once I got through that, I was in the low 400s consistently, which is where I have been before. It's not foreign territory to me. So I got all my strength back, everything back in the first 30 days, probably in the first 20 days. The next 20-ish days after that until day 50, nothing really happened. I kind of stayed exactly in that same spot. Didn't do anything too crazy. I think I did tie my PR slightly easier than I had originally done that PR, but the needle wasn't moving a whole ton. And I realized that if I didn't want to be squatting for like the entire year, that I would have to push a little harder. And then I got COVID. So I had like literally like over 103-degree fever. Did a couple days where I only squatted body weight. I just sat in a body weight squat. And then I kind of eased back into it after that point because I was pretty sick. I wasn't pushing it. Once I got through that, things started to move pretty smoothly. I sort of developed a method where I would push really hard for short periods of time, and then I would kind of coast off of that to recover and see where I'm at. I'm in one of those phases, the kind of coast phases currently, and I am undoubtedly the strongest I have ever been in my entire life on the squat. Today I hit a 425 single. It was exceptionally easy. The concentric phase, I usually measure the concentric phase, just how long it takes from bottom to top of the squat, to see kind of get a genuine metric on how well the squat was performed. The concentric today was under a second and a half, which is insanely fast for me, especially at 425. I've never moved it that fast. I know I can move a squat. A squat grinder is about 3 seconds, so it's about twice that much. That leaves a ton of room above 425. We're going to see where that goes. But basically, things are going well. I think at the beginning, I estimated that this would take about 200 days, going from 440 to 500. That's a long way to go. That's a long, long way to go, especially at the level that I'm at, which is I'm no longer a beginner. I wouldn't call myself elite, but I'm firmly in that advanced stage where it takes a lot of effort for me to move the needle at all. In terms of factual PRs, I went from 440 to 455 so far. There was room on the 455. I think 465 would be a realistic number. And then given how my strength currently is, I would assume that 475 is a realistic number. So in actuality, I've moved my PR 15 pounds, which that on its own in a span of just over 3 months is fantastic. That is really good. In reality, I've moved it further than that, I think. But I can't base that on fact. I'm just basing that on what assumptions I can make, which is insanely good. That means I have been crazy productive and that things are going my way. So will I get there in 200 days? I think so. I will only assume that I'm going to run into some issues, that there's going to be problems that come up in my life, or maybe things are going to slow down and I'm going to have to figure out how to get them moving again. I'm not too worried about injury because I know how to handle squat injuries. Unless something severe happens, I'm not going to rule that out, obviously. knock on wood. But I think 200 days is realistic. I think I will get there. I could get there faster. At the pace that I'm moving, I think 150 days is possible. Anything less than that would be insane. But if I get there if it takes 200 days, if it takes 250 days, whatever it takes, I'm gonna get there. I There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is what is going to happen. I'm not going to stop working on this until I have reached my goal. That is the reality of the situation, and I'm hoping that will be sooner rather than later. But yeah, that's it. That's the update. Things are going great. I think I'm gonna get there. Um, I'm hoping it will be in another 50 days. That is my genuine hope. But there's no guarantees when it comes to this kind of thing. So we will see. Probably another update. Maybe I should do these updates regularly just to kind of get my thoughts somewhere and put them somewhere. But this is, yeah, since I'm covering 100 days, I can't really get into that much detail. But this is just where I'm at, how things are going, and that is pretty much it.